Merus Winery is located just north of St. Helena off of Crystal Springs Road on the east side of the Napa Valley. We're a very small, historic winery producing about 2,000 cases of ultra high-end Cabernet Sauvignon.
Brown Estate is our family's winemaking project. We've been here for about 30 years and planted vineyards, primarily Zinfandel. We also grow Cabernet, Chardonnay, Petit Syrah, and Tempranillo.
I had an idea of the dimensions, both width and depth and height, that I thought would work, and the back and forth with my counterpart, Joe Strong, couldn't have been easier, and we came up with these tanks that are custom fit to our small cellar.
So it was really cool that we were able to custom design these tanks to fit that location. When you see the tanks in place, they definitely optimize that existing space, and it's underground, so it's not like we could go back and dig it out or blast it out again.
One of the things that impressed me first about the Garde tanks was not only their physical beauty. In winemaking, aesthetics, and particularly at Merus, is a big part of the deal. It's not just making delicious wine, but doing it in a way that is aesthetically appealing.
The level of the craftsmanship, the design work that goes into the whole finished package, when you see it, it's just like a work of art.
The corners are rounded, the seams, you can't even feel them. And when it came time to emptying these tanks, not only did the pumice just slide out of it, even with a relatively slight pitch to the bottom, when it came time to hosing and rinsing, you could clean these tanks within a minute or two.
Easier to clean, uses less water, gives us a better impact on how we affect the entirety of the property, and that's what we're trying to do here, is be great stewards of the land.
The ease of access to the hatches on top, with these ladder hooks that are at the face of the tank, sampling valves, not a single one ever clogged during harvest. For a small 1 to 2 man show, a tank like this or tanks like these in your cellar just make the day flow better. It's one of the few lids that I know of that the crown or the roll of the metal of the lid curls over the gasket, so no water puddles on top. So when you're hosing down, and we're often hosing down in a hurry from below, the tops of the tanks remain completely sanitary.
It seems like a small detail, but you can see it in the finish of the tank, but it also facilitates the sanitizing process. A lot of times you'll get fermentations, especially when you're working hard to extract as much color and flavor. So when you have a product like these Garde tanks where you see the functionality and the form are integrated in such an elegant package, it really makes you feel like, wow, this is kind of something that it's in sync with what we're doing.